Hello, my name is Marcus, and welcome to my channel. Here on Marjack79, we are avid fans of Walt Disney World and the Universal Studios resorts. But from time to time, we also cover the most insane stories that happens to hit Disney property. Sunday night, we definitely have one of these examples. A man in scuba gear dove into the water at Disney Springs around closing time and swam up through the underwater and apparently reappeared at the Paddlefish restaurant in Disney Springs and tied up the two workers that was closing down the restaurant and proceeded to steal in between $10,000 and $20,000. Before he got caught, he was able to ransack some of the merchandise from Paddlefish as well, then proceeded to get back into his scuba gear, dove into the water, and disappeared like Mother Nathan Drake in Uncharted. Like, yo, I've never heard of anything like this before. How does this happen? We've all been to Disney World and been to Disney Springs. We've seen those security guys running around. I don't think they're trained to stop undercover agents. My thing is, I wonder why specifically Paddlefish. Surely he had to work there before. And maybe he had some Navy training of some sort. I don't know, went off the deep end. Maybe he got fired and he was like, I'm going to get y'all. Then devised the scheme or this plan. And it was like, all right, let's execute it. And it ended up being successful. I'm recording this on Tuesday morning and he has yet to get caught. So I guess to look at it from a personal standpoint, I guess it's good that there were no casualties during the undertaking of this crime. But I am curious, because usually the Orange County Police Department that's native to Central Florida is usually on standby on Disney Springs property as well. But I guess nobody is standing on guard throughout the water parts of Disney Springs. So I guess that's how he was able to sneak by without being noticed. It's very intuitive, very strategically planned to perfection, to be quite honest. And furthermore, we also know that Disney didn't even beef up security. You'd think they would have maybe some increased security at least over the next couple of business days. Nah, it seems like they're just taking this as an L. Hey, listen, dog, there's no way we're going to be able to stop anything like this. So, which I kind of get. I mean, they are $1 billion corporation. So, $10,000 to $20,000 is not a huge loss to them per se. So it is what it is, I guess. But then again, to play devil's advocate, I guess if I was going to go Hitman Agent 47 on a specific corporation, Disney's probably a solid choice because they already have so much income. That little hit of $10,000 to $20,000, they're probably not going to take much of an issue with. Of course, they're going to file the police report and then maybe try to do a little bit of detective work, but the dude never taking off his scuba gear, I guess, they were like, screw it. Well, what are you going to do? One more detail that I want to add up while the dude in the scuba gear was ransacking Paddlefish for all their worth. After he was done, like I mentioned earlier, he was able to tie up both of the workers or the employees. I'm curious on what kind of weapon he had, because it doesn't mention on any of the reports that he had a firearm with him. I mean, I'm going to make a strong assumption that he had some kind of a gun on him to force both of the employees to, sit down and shut up and don't make a noise. He also took a little red marker and spray painted the camera with it as well. Now, this kind of confused me a little bit because, you can still kind of see him walk up to the camera and spray paint it, and he didn't do it until after he was done ransacking the restaurant, apparently. So, I mean, we still see the crime in action here, but I guess he was like, shit, I probably should have did that before I got started here, but maybe he didn't notice the camera until after the crime was already committed. I think, to play devil's advocate, if I was there, I just would have cut the camera myself and then just stashed it with the rest of my gear, I guess, and then just went on about my way. That's just me. I'm not a professional criminal. I'm just something with an opinion. I think that's all I got for y'all today. So how do y'all feel about this? Do you think that Disney should bump up their security to, make their employees feel a little bit more safe. They're not going to do that, but if you feel like they should, post it in the comment section below. I'd be interested to hear it. If you want to see more content like this, you're in the right spot. Make sure you get subscribed. You can follow me at youtube.com/SmartJack79. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, thank you guys for the support. Next time something shenanigan worthy happens at Disney, we'll be sure to cover it here as well. Until then, I'll see y'all on the next one. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.